A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, I see the feminine is in a dark setup, dark mode, and she has cut herself from the masculine, and she's not like into him, she's not focused at him. She has gone through some kind of soul shock, or she has gone through some kind of a awakening, some kind of a deep realization which has made her feel this way. What happens in some situations is that when you are going through a deep spiritual awakening, at that point in time, you feel for some time that everything is too meaningless, and all the happiness that people are showing and all the things that people are showing, it's not worth it, it's not useful. And sometimes it happens that when a person knows a lot, learns a lot of things through their soul journey, then they begin to detach themselves and they start figuring out like, I am not supposed to be living a lie like this. But this is just for a short phase, and this is also meant to happen for the feminine, because she too had been extremely attached and extremely hooked on to certain things and certain people and certain ideas. So when somehow, it could be a mystical experience, a mystical intervention, it could be a loss of somebody very dear and near, it could be just finding out the truth. When someone finds out the truth, they realize that all the things that they were doing, they were so stupid sometimes. So it could also be some kind of like a pandemic situation where you see so many deaths around you. It could be a war situation. It could be anything which is very deep, and it makes us, like her sort of question everything in her life, everything. That why is she acting like this? My intention in this channeling session is to make you feel uplifted and make you understand that everything is temporary, any which way. We have a certain amount of time, stipulated time that we have on planet Earth, and we are here to be in higher vibration. In higher vibration, you have gratitude for everything, you are happy with everything, you don't find anything wrong or anything negative, you don't have the concept of wrong and right anymore. You just live your days in a mode of happenstance. And the twin flame journey is also like that. You don't then think, I'm in separation, or I'm in union, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, we are living together, we are not living together. You don't think all of that all of those things. You just simply know that you have a person, you have like a divine counterpart, you are committed to that person, and that person is committed to you, and you are doing your mission work. As simple as that. And you're living your best life, and you're trying to be a pure person, a genuine person, an authentic person. You don't disrespect other people, you don't humiliate other people, you don't belittle other people. You are not looking for massaging of ego all the time. You are a person who's sensible, sensitive, empathetic, and very loving and kind-hearted as well. If you meet people who are not like that, if you meet people who are selfish, mean, something will happen that you will create a boundary with them. You will not be so close to them anymore, because you know that their energy is not in the right space and you cannot cope up with that. So instead of fighting it out with them, you will just go away. And if they question you, like exactly tell me, you can say that, well, we don't match in some ways, and I would like to just be more peaceful, Now anyway, here the masculine is trying to understand. First of all, he's trying to understand where she is right now, because he is the one who's convincing her to let go of this behavior where she's so shocked, so sad, unhappy, and she's like, nothing is right. And for that time frame, she's even cut out herself from the whole love bubble, romance bubble, marriage bubble, engagement bubble, twin flame bubble, whatever bubbles are there, she has burst them all out. She is no longer thinking that I have to do this or I have to do that. For her, everything is over, literally. A new person is getting born. So the phase of rebirth is not easy. The old identity has to die, the new identity has to emerge, and it will take some type of grieving, some type of sadness, some kind of withdrawal, some kind of quietness. So she could be very quiet. She is actually quiet. There is not even a single word that she says in this channeling. She is only listening to him, and he's the one who is bringing her back to, life, and he feels bad that, she is going through this situation right now. She is going through this type of awakening. He doesn't know that it is temporary too. He doesn't know that she will be normal again or she will start living her life again the way she was. Okay. This could also be a type of dark night where you lose interest in everything because you feel that what's the point? What's the point of it all? Okay. Here the feminine is also dashed or disconnected with her mission because she's thinking like there is no reason, there's no point, it's all stupid, any which way, life is like this, life is like that. That's why I said she has to witness some kind of a tragedy. She has to witness some kind of a situation which makes her feel this way. So he says this after she acts like she doesn't care about him. She even must have said it in like subtle light words that I don't think I know you anymore, or I don't think you should bother about me. Okay. We have nothing to do. Or it could also be possible that because of all of this, he does care for her. He just pops back into her life and tries to talk to her, tries to, make her feel better. He obviously loves her, but they may have gone away for a certain reason. So in her head, he is also a culprit. He is also a mean, selfish person who just went away from her, and now he's coming back for whatever reasons. He wants to be with her, or he wants to express something, but she's not interested anymore in listening to him and his words. So he says to her that, okay, fine, you don't know me, you don't want to know me, and I had also, lived in that space where I did not speak with you, I did not connect with you, I did not know you, or I acted like I did not know you. I did know you, of course, but I was doing my things, and he's not giving an explanation for whatever reasons. He said, but despite all of that you're saying, and despite all of that has happened in the past, I still feel that you are the one for me. Now, looking at her grief, looking at her state, looking at all the things, he's also changed a bit in the past few years, you can say, or months, you can say. He is like, she is the right person for me. She was always the right person for me. I should have chosen her and I should have been with her. But I was so difficult. I was extremely difficult to her. And I should do something, at least to make her feel better. But this is what it is. Now he is talking about himself and herself more than anything else. Here, the masculine is feeling extreme amount of silence, which is making him uncomfortable. So he is telling her that, you are completely not speaking, not talking. You're not yourself. You used to be such a fun-loving person, such a happy person. And she looks at him, and in her head she thinks that when I was this funny, happy, giggly girl doing so much for him, then where was he? What the hell was he doing? He rejected me at that time, or he ran away, or he was too busy with himself, or he was like, I need my own space. Or if for those who are living under the same roof and still not having a relationship, proper harmonious relationship, she is thinking in her head that what is wrong with him now? He is coming and pacifying me, taking care of me, or hovering around me like a bee hovers around a flower. Where was he? Now he's telling me, you were such a happy person, you are such a this person, that person, then why did he not appreciate me at that point in time? Why did he not show it to me? So does it mean that when you are a happy person, or when you're, doing your things, you're like nice, then that means you are not supposed to be given love? But when you're sad and depressed and quiet and you don't want to do anything with anyone, that's the time they come and remind you that who you were. If he's trying to remind me who I was, then why did he, hurt me so much at that point in time? Why? Then he says that, a person loves a person. How you know that they love a person is not in good times. Anyone can be next to you in good times. Anyone can hold your hands in good times. But usually people don't hold anyone during these bad times. So I am extending my support here, because I can listen to your silence. I can listen to your solitude. I can listen to your words that you're not even saying. Even though your lips are not moving, even though your eyes are not giving any expression, much expression, but still I can read, I can feel that, the energy, your heart can tell me everything. So even though you are going to say that you don't know me, you don't want to know me, you have cut me out, and even if I have been that, like how you are being now, even I was going through something, even I was heartbroken, even I was soul shocked. I was also going through my own things. I was not in the right frame of mind. I also felt this way, that it's all, useless, not worth it. But now I feel that you are the right person for me indeed. You are the one with whom I can travel for the longest time, because usually we don't travel with others for so long. We meet some friends, then we go on our own way. Our parents, our biological family members are the ones we travel with the longest, and then it is the person, the love, it is the partner with whom we travel the longest, through thick and thin, as they say. But in the twin flame world, it is slightly different, because the twin flames have gone through so much struggle already. The genuine twin flames have already gone through a life full of suffering and misery, and they have gone through a lot of hard work. They've tried to make things nicer and beautiful. They've tried to recycle broken things and make it useful. So by the time they are wanting to, settle down themselves also, they reach a point where they are no longer crazy about it. That's the time they are like, okay, I want to get into the zone of only true love. But if it doesn't work out for them, sometimes that can also be heartbreaking. So he says that true love, we are on the path of true love, okay? And when we met each other, or when we figured out this thing, that time we had left everything and everyone. And he is more so talking about the feminine, because could be possible that she attempted this first and he attempted the same thing later on, So in opposite polarity mirroring, it so happens that the masculine will have certain things in his life at that point in time when feminine doesn't have it. And when feminine has those things, then he will not have it. So both of them will experience how it feels to have something and to not have something, and vice versa also. So he's saying that we left everything to understand love. Maybe after he moved away from her, in this situation, every situation is different. After he moved away from her, he must have thought that, I need to figure this out. I need to think about love now. I need to settle down. And then he was like, she was the best girl and I really hurt her. Because by this time he has learned his own lesson. So he realizes where he was wrong and where there was misunderstanding and miscommunication, which led to this type of separation and which also led to his inner work and awakening. So now he's saying that, with my beating heart and your beating heart, with our beating hearts, we should move on in this path. I know you're going through a lot of pain and I know you prefer to be silent. You're in the zone of solitude. But whenever you are out of it, and I will wait for you to get out of it, we should be together on this path and we should be together in this journey, because we are the suitable ones for each other. Maybe she had a mission, something to do with mission has hurt her, something to do with somebody. Like after a point, I'm being honest with you guys, after a point, there is nothing that can hurt the feminine or the masculine. They have grown so much, they have matured so much that none of this matters to them. Nothing, earthly pain and earthly desires, they don't matter to them at all. Okay. So has to be something. And I think why he is, convincing her is because maybe what she cut out in the strongest way is this connection's cord. She cut him out fully. And maybe that hurt him or that touched him in some way. He was sensitive towards that pain. He got into a fear-based zone, and then he started seeking her out and she's not interested. Okay. For your personal situation, you can get into a reading and you can know more about what's happening to you, and you can ask few questions. You can check out the description box for the details on readings and therapies. The therapies are based on karmic release, third-party block release. The therapy is on chakra alignment. You get aligned to your chakra and that takes you closer to your union, your twin flame union. Releasing narcissism from your system, from your DNA, very, very, very important, because of the narcissistic wounds and blocks and abuse. You are never able to create a life which is full of love and happiness and joy and gratitude. Most of the people who have these wounds, they usually experience separation all the time. Maximum time they are experiencing separation energies, because they are so unhappy, or one day they are unhappy, the second day they are happy, 2-3 days they are happy, then another day they are unhappy. So they keep bringing that energy down which they have raised with so much hard work. So there are many ways you can do inner work. You can do inner work by therapy, or you can do inner work via research. You go online and you start looking for things, you start reading stuff, you start listening to things, start joining the dots. That's also a type of inner work. Okay, whichever inner work suits you, whether therapy suits you, whether that suits you, you should do any of it so that you can ascend and you can move further in your journey. Okay, one disclaimer is that kindly do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me, whether we get into therapy mode or whether we get into a personal reading, because I use the tool of intuitive reading, energy reading, face reading and tarot cards. So many tools and techniques are used to get the answers from the higher beings, our masters and our spirit guides. Alright. So on this note, I'm going to close this channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.